Hello everybody, and it's moving day time in Heinola Open 2026. Kippis Disc Golf Park will be challenged once again by our MPO field. And the pack is tied on the top. Lauri Lehtinen leading after day one with one stroke over four different competitors. Here he is arriving to the scene. He is happy for a reason. He had a marvelous round yesterday, took the 10th place at Ale Open. Wonderful day of disc golf coming up. Cannonbur arriving to the scene. Fine wins from Elite Series or Majors this season. And welcome to the booth with me, Esa-Pekka Tupala, Mr. Spin Doctor Jaani Länsiö. Welcome.
Thank you so much. So glad to be here.
How are we doing today?
We are doing great, and I hope the players are doing even better than us.
Well, it was a marvelous day yesterday, and Lauri Lehtinen actually said in the interview that he was feeling quite lucky. He had some lucky bumps here and there, and even his putter was kind of unfamiliar to him. It was going to the basket whenever he wanted, and I would take that kind of around any day.
I mean, yeah, you can feel lucky, but when you're a good player, you feel more lucky. You get more lucky when you're better. Also, we're playing in the woods, so you get lucky breaks, but I know from experience that lucky breaks even out in 3 rounds. Once you first super lucky, once you first unlucky, and sometimes you feel your card mates are luckier than you, but they will even out.
And once again, we are visiting the top course, the top venue in Finland by the U-Disc World Rankings, the top 4 course in the whole wide world. Keep this Pro Disc Golf Park. They have 5 different layouts from a putting course to beginner style to intermediate to pro on this premise. And the people love it here. The fans love it here. The players enjoy playing on this course, and it's quite technical compared to a few others that we see during this year on the tour.
Yeah, it's a technical course, but you need to have a big arm. I mean, you don't necessarily need it, but it makes your life a lot easier. The holes here, you have a lot of short holes, and even the longer ones are quite reachable for a birdie if you stay on track. You don't have to throw more than, let's say, 120 meters a time. That's plenty of distance, but that's not elite distance.
It seems like the sun is shining fully in Heinola, and look at this beautiful drone footage over Heinola. We have temperature a bit up, 83 degrees Fahrenheit. That means about 27, I believe, in Celsius. Just some mild winds here and there. We might see some gusts today, coming from the northeast. We're going to introduce our third commentator for this round, Calixto Garcia. He's there down on the premise. Calixto, how are you doing, and how are the players doing at this more warm day than yesterday?
Hi everyone, yes, you're right, 5 degrees more than yesterday. We are now 28 degrees, which is high for the Finnish standards. People are getting hydrated and people are not very used to those high temperatures, so sweaty hands coming, a lot of chalk bags, a lot of solutions for sweaty hands. And the competition is starting right now. Everyone is excited to see so many players packed in so many few strokes of difference, and we expect a great show here in Kippis.
Thank you so much, Calixto, and we'll be back to you as you are our eyes and ears today. Thank you for that. Now, Jaani, round number 2 is upon us, and we've seen some highlights during the day already, although our stream just started. Calvin Heimberg. Hole number 1, kid takes a long birdie from middle C2.
Well, he's known to be deadly, of course, but for some reason, when it comes to the final stretch, Calvin doesn't always hold up. But he's a deadly competitor, and when he gets his putter hot, he's unstoppable, and I love to see him throw, especially these wooded courses. There are not that many low ceiling shots, but when there are, Calvin is unstoppable. He's one of the best in the world in the woods, undoubtedly.
Of course, you are used to seeing Calvin throwing all kinds of eagles, from very understable to overstable. On these kind of courses, he might actually tone down to those rock threes he loves and rocks. Also some putter throws, he loves his Toro. And here he is on tee number 5. Up until this point, 3 birdies and 1 par for Heimberg. And well,
Look at that. that has to be the best shot ever thrown on this hole. I'm saying this out loud. Call me out on that.
talk about the camera angle not doing justice for that shot. Calvin Heimberg just
absolutely. It's ridiculous.
We're gonna see a flyover of that hole. It is a very, very specific shot you need there. So he's gonna be 4 down through first 5, 10 down total. So we're now on the tee of 1. And this is our chase card, teed up just a moment ago. The 2 Jakubs from Czechia are there, Jakub Semerad and Jakub Knapek. All of you might know Semerad from years and years on end touring in the United States, but Knapek is actually the highest rated MPO Czechia player currently.
I think there's a friendly little rivalry between them, pushing each other forward.
A friendly rivalry between Calvin Heimberg and every single other golfer on the course. It's going to be a marvelous day when we'll be right back on Disc Golf Network.
Whoa, those are sweet.
If you're a big fan of the trail, but you're out in the course on a windy day, I think the controller is going to be a great driver for you. Nice, good wind fighter, kind of just holds the line, then once you get back left.
Definitely fills that spot a little bit faster, but still like nice and stable, fairway to distance driver.
Tarvitsetko rakennuskoneita? Vuokraa ne Rentalta. Renta. Suomalainen konevuokraamo.
OTB Discs has expanded to Europe, building its headquarters at the #1 destination in our sport, the Alle Disc Golf Center, bringing the massive selection and detail that OTB is known for. European golfers can now get the sweetest discs at Europe's disc golf candy store, otbdiscs.eu.
The coverage of the Heinola Open is brought to you by MVP Disc Sports, the leading edge. Make sure to grab a new DGPT Pro Shop mystery box. For just $50, you'll get 3 premium discs, bonus accessories, and a chance to win a Zuka all-terrain card. I can assure you, even though we have a up and down terrain down in Heinola, you will get a nice, comfortable round with the Zuka, so make sure you have a chance to win one. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit shop.dgpt.com to get yours. Well, Jaani, we have the world #1 MPO player visiting Heinola. It's gonna be, of course, Gannonberg. We're gonna take a look at his 2026 season so far.
Yeah, it's been a remarkable season. Already last year, people were talking that Gannonberg's 2024 might have been the best season ever for a single disc golfer. I don't know. There's a debate between 2015 Paul McBeth and 2024 Gannonberg. To my eye, it looks like 2026 might be even better than last year. And Gannonberg is just a phenomenal golfer. I've probably never seen a player with such a variety in skill sets. Of course, known for his putting, but he's gained some distance also the last couple of years, and his sidearm is getting better and better. I don't know, can he throw an overhand shot? I mean, there's something he cannot do. There has to be.
I bet he can throw those, but they are too easy for him.
Yeah. He's such a remarkable, and also he's one of my favorite in the booth too. So taking my job,
doing some wonderful things in the commentary booth too, Gannonberg, and he loves to be there, and he has such a vast knowledge of disc golf, of discs, of the physics of the flight. It's wonderful to hear.
He's a very articulate young fellow. Lukas Rokkanen, one of my favorite players in Finland. Super chilled out dude.
Colin Heimberg also quite chill.
He's so stoic.
5 down through 6. Semerad on 1 for birdie. That's not gonna be it. Putting for par.
Similar spot as he had yesterday.
Semerad now for the 4. Just outside the bullseye.
Yesterday, after the round, he was talking about gaining his trust back. And
that doesn't help him.
No. Wow. Because he particularly said that he didn't trust his putter this spring season, but he just decided to go for it, whatever the result. And this is quite remarkable, missing a 5-meter putt.
Knapek.
Oh no.
And those are some huge mistakes from our Czech players.
I mean, we can always talk about the first place hitters. And that's that case here, because they don't miss putts like that. You're in the lead card in a big tournament like this, you get a little bit shaky.
Out here, it's more than a tournament. It's a gathering. A place where the game comes alive, bringing together the best athletes and fans. The crowd, the energy, the love of the flight, all building into something bigger than just one person. Because this isn't just a championship, it's the biggest celebration of disc golf in the world.
Hey, aren't you Anthony Barella?
Yes, sir. Try out this Venom.
Thanks, man.
Man, this is the best disc ever. It goes 1,000 feet
Hey,
easily.
hurry up, man. You're taking forever.
Sorry, man. No 30-second rule here. What about that 100% off player discount?
Hey you! Welcome to Kippis, the biggest disc golf center in Europe. 5 courses, multiple layouts and 3 putting games for beginners, pros and families for free. Our pro course has been ranked 5 times in the U-Disc Top 10. And by the way, Kippis means cheers in Finnish.
My name's Danny Corbett, PDGA number 17354. I initially joined the PDGA, I think back in 2000 with my dad, and it was just to sign up for tournaments and just be a part of what was going on, really. Just have fun, just go into it knowing that you're gonna meet a lot of fun new people and find new reasons to continue to go out and play disc golf.
In Kippis, they have the volunteer memorial stone just next to the tic-tac-toe putting course. The names of Juha Tähkänen, Kimmo Rossi and Eero Virtanen there. 3 volunteers who left their mark at the premise for decades to come. Kippis was not built overnight. It was built one idea, one fairway, one shovel, and one act of kindness at a time. Every tree cleared, every basket installed, every event organized, and every improvement made has been possible because people chose to give their time. And we want to thank you, all the volunteers who made this place possible, and keep on doing that, as we can host these kind of beautiful, great events here. Jakub Knapek, T of 2. Great shot.
Yeah, he needs those great shots after a very disappointing hole number 1. Putting for birdie, ending up with a bogey.
Make sure to catch the Creators Challenge presented by SkyZone live in person. You can visit tickets.dgpt.com. It's going to take place on Thursday, August 6th during the Discmania Challenge in Heinola, Iowa. You can catch the action also live on Disc Golf Network and Disc Golf Pro Tour YouTube channel. This is a wonderful event, wonderful way to get more eyes on disc golf, to see those creators there competing with our pros. Great to have this event back on schedule. One of those players competing in the Creator Challenge, Gannon Burr. He's ready to give everything he has for this round in Kippis. I believe it's just 1 minute away until we let these players loose. I mean, Jaani, could you wish for a better lead card today? Lauri Lehtinen, Niklas Anttila, Gannon Burr,
Well,
Daniel Davidson.
I think we got the usual suspects. Gannon Burr, of course, always the favorite to win whatever the tournament, wherever the tournament is. Even if he had a little bit of glitch last week, he is the favorite, of course. Of course, Nikke in Finland, probably the fan favorite, and Lehtinen, of course, Daniel Davidson, last year's champion here in Nationals. It's a great pack.
We're gonna fly to the tee number 1 and let our players loose. Welcome to Disc Golf Network, and let's enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2026 DGPT Heinola Open presented by MVP Disc Sports. This is your 4:20 p.m. tee time, and this is your lead card of the day. First, on the tee, with a score of 11 under par, representing latitude 64, from Finland, Lauri Lehtinen. Next on the tee, with the score of 10 under par, representing Discmania and Squatch Bags from the United States, Gannon Burr. Next on the tee, with the score of 10 under par, representing Discraft from Finland, Daniel Davidsson. And fourth on the tee, with the score of 10 under par, representing Discmania from Finland, Niklas Anttila.
That was quite a shot from Gannon Burr. We're gonna check on Calvin Heimberg. He's up ahead. Doing very, very fine today. Tee of 7 now. 200 meter par 4, 656 feet. That is a very nice kick.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to need a nice kick every now and then in Heinola in the woods. That's what he got.
Semerad now on 3.
Perfectly executed, not too far from the basket. Only 5 meters away.
It's Knapek.
Oh, this one needs to turn. And it did.
Nice command there, Jaani.
Yeah, just barely missing the center tree there. The one that's used to get hit by multiple discs a day.
Not quite the tee shots from Niklas Anttila and Lauri Lehtinen they were hoping for.
Yeah, something happened. A little bit too much juice overturning the disc. But Lauri has a very nice fairway here up ahead of him. Not a single tree that he really has to navigate through. Again, turning it over a bit too early and a very nasty kick down the hill. You'll be left with at least a 20-meter putt uphill. Looks like Niklas has nothing.
Yep.
And even the footing might be quite awkward. Cannot take a decent run up. And the tree right behind him might prevent him from his follow-through.
Is he going to take a sweeping hyzer from the right?
I can't see any decent gap. I mean, there's one. He's aiming at it. It's a straight gap. But he has to go with a hyzer. Yeah. Just settling for a very long birdie bit. I mean, probably in C2, but that was the absolute best shot from that position. Couldn't have gone any further.
Aapo Karhi, very well-known Finnish player on the national level, and for a reason.
Yeah, Aapo Karhi is one of those up-and-coming players also. I think he has one of the highest, if not the highest rated round by a Finn or something like this.
Yep. I believe he still holds the record. Colin Heimberg has tied Lauri Lehtinen on the top. Fritjof Fagergren also there from Sweden, 3 down through 4. Yeah.
Otto Mäkinen making moves. 63 spots up the leaderboard after a -10, improving his round from yesterday by 10 strokes. Congrats to Mäkinen there.
You'd love to be like -5, -6 yesterday and then have the -10 today to really challenge for tomorrow. But
look at this.
Well,
look at this. The fact is he cannot move the fence because the fence is part of the course when it's put there before the round. So
flex forehand. And Daniel Davidson finds his way to 5 meters.
What a great save. That's fine footing there. That's why you practice sidearm shots with no run-up. Calixto, we have you there on the course. Could you tell us, was there any discussion about the fence or whether Daniel could probably move it?
Yes, Daniel had that doubt, and he asked the PTJ marshal directly if he could move it, and the marshal replied that it's considered a permanent feature because it was installed during the practice days, so he was not allowed to move it. And he found a very extreme lie, but he was able to deliver a great shot.
Thank you, Calixto. Exactly like I thought.
Not exactly like Gannon Burr thought. He hit the banner up in the trees and he's now 11 meters away.
Yeah, and that's fine way to make the course a little bit harder and then also advertise on it. Wow. But that is a clear obstacle there.
Yep.
It's not just for marketing purposes.
And it's not invisible to the players.
No.
It's right in front of you.
No.
Niklas Anttila, he has a chance for the birdie. It's a long beat.
It's a long beat and through the trees.
His stance is severely uphill.
Yeah, it looks very uncomfortable. He has to push up and jump.
Not a bad beat.
Not a bad beat at all. He'll be happy with the par after the first shot for sure. Lauri Lehtinen, similar kind of stance. It's a similar distance.
Let's see.
Yeah, he had to go with a very severe hyzer pot. Couldn't have gone any closer to that tree, so not a real look. Gannenberg after the banner hit for birdie from 11 meters. No doubt.
Not a problem for Gannenberg.
Part of the chains, and that's how you start your round with a birdie. The first shot was ideal. The second shot less than ideal, and again the putting was just on point. Perfectly played. Daniel Davidson also for birdie.
If he can save this birdie, he'll be so happy about the second shot.
Yes, after the stance.
To Ty Gannon on the top.
It's there. It was a little bit to the right, but that's the strong side. No real problems there.
Lauri Lehtinen also will be staying on top, 11 down with a par. I'm very interested if the players actually change some of their game plans from yesterday. Now that they see what kind of results their game yesterday got.
I mean, the weather is pretty similar. It's just a bit hotter. So nothing really changed from yesterday.
Heimberg hitting a tree on the fairway of 7, looking at the par at best. Aapo Karhi.
Sidearm flex coming. Maybe a bit too early to the left, but it fades back and almost acing it. I'm not sure if that was what he was going for, but the results speak for itself. He'll take that. That's a bullseye hit.
That was a great line from Karhi. And Semerad leaves himself a look. Okay, Calixto, we have arrived to tee number 2 with Gannon Burr. Let's hear your thoughts about these shots.
Yes, I'm right down on the fairway. It's quite a severe downhill. The green is quite special because it's not natural grass, it's turf.
Wow.
So it allows the discs to slide. As in this case, it hit a tree in the middle of the fairway on right, but he's something around 15 meters to the basket. So some players are opting to go for a lower line, trying to slide the disc at the end, gaining advantage of that change of surfaces. Let's see second shot. We are seeing forehands. Davidson is opting for the forehand, fading right, hitting the rock. The rocks are also acting as barriers. If you hit one of those rocks in the ground, this is not an island hole, but it sometimes redirects the disc to the basket. So players are even using to their advantage. Third drive now. Again, forehand. Oh, super early kick. Second kick. Exactly 20 meters. A little bit of obstructed, but it's quite reasonable. It's one of those holes where it's not really not that punishing because the fairway is not that rough. So if you go left or right, basically the par is always at your reach if you don't do something very bad on one early kick. Niklas Anttila, backhand, super early kick. I shouldn't have said that. Hits the base of the stairs. So now basically he has a straight shot.
Niklas Anttila not quite doesn't seem like himself.
It looks like he's in his head, in a way. Not that focused, doesn't feel that calm, not that collected, stoic energy he usually has. It's a little bit nervy.
Heimberg will be collecting a par. Semerad hits the rim on 4. Valiant effort, but not in for the birdie.
Heimberg for par. That'll be his second for the round. So far, only birdies. And he's making moves for sure. Now Niklas left with, I will call this a 50-meter sidearm and a flex. Not the easiest shot. He has to go quite low. This is going to the left. A bit long, but not too much. Leaves himself a 7-meter comebacker. I have to say that this might be the first big tournament in Finland for Ditka this year. So I don't know, maybe that has some effect on his mentality.
As we heard from Niklas Anttila after the Worlds last year, he felt that he was put on so much pressure that he wasn't quite able to give his 100% best effort.
Well, that gave him a second place anyway. So. But he played pretty well.
Played pretty well. He was, from the start, he was expected to be charging for the win, and of course, carrying the pressure from like 1 million Finns. it can be quite tough task. So he did exceptionally well there last year. I have to give him that. Lauri Lehtinen, C2's edge.
Nice run.
Yes.
Have to give him that. So maybe a 6-7 meters long. Cannonball. After, I have to say, also a bit of a lucky break to get him for a birdie lock. It's now about 16, 17 meters. Nope. Sailing past the basket from the right side. This is one of those holes where you really feel like you absolutely need to get it. So taking a par on this hole feels like a bogey, even though it's not that easy.
That might be the challenge on this hole. It looks easy and you feel the pressure that you have to take it. Here's Daniel Davidsson to be solo leader, at least for a moment.
There it is. Daniel Davidsson takes the lead.
That looked very confident and easy.
Very confident. Also doesn't celebrate it. Doesn't have any reaction. Just a putt among others. Anttila, or a comebacker, like his par.
Nikke Nosto coming up, I suspect.
Nikke has a very old school elevator putt, we call it. Nose down, straight arm. This is how people like me always learned to putt in the early 2000s.
Cannonball saves the par. How about Lauri Lehtinen? For the par now. Takes it. Well, there is one man on the top currently, and it is Daniel Davidsson, who won the Finnish Nationals title last year at this very course over Niklas Anttila, over Teemu Talikainen, over the others. He's looking solid.
Daniel Davidsson has been one of the best players in Finland for, it seems like years and years. He's an all-round disc golfer, can throw plenty far. Also, seems like his mental game is always on point. Doesn't show much feelings, and he's very articulate, young man. Very fun to talk to. Also, great ambassador of the sport, role model for the young Finns. Always a pleasure to watch him play.
Considering his skill set and the time he spent grinding on professional disc golf, he's due to some coverage on the lead card.
Yeah, I hope so in the future, more and more.
94 meters, hole number 3. That is low, but
and
it's a stump.
Or a rock. Or a rock or something. Well, it wasn't going to skip all the way to the basket anyway, but that's certainly an unlucky break also. Yeah. Turns it over too quickly to Burnburner.
Cannonball. Forehand, tee of 3.
And a nice little skip uphill.
Take that. 7 meters.
He'll take that. He wanted to go closer to the basket for sure, but also didn't get the skip he wanted.
I feel it's a weird feeling on this kind of a hole when the basket is on a reach and you want to be exactly pin high to have the most amount of confidence. But then again, it's so easy to tumble down the hill.
Yeah, you want to leave it short and leave it for the skip. Lehtinen taking a higher route. And something weird. I mean, I'm not sure if it hit the tree or if it just turned over. But certainly leaves himself quite a nasty little approach from downhill.
Now we should remember that yesterday Anttila took 6 down on the last 7 holes. So he had quite an okay, even a slow-ish round up until 12. After that he went on charging. So even if he's kind of a slow, waking up slowly today, he's far away from out.
I mean, back 9, according to the stats, is a lot harder, and Mika played it better than his front 9. So it gives you an idea of his, I don't know, his engine warming up, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few players who actually played it that well.
Calvin Heimberg, now tee of 8, minus 11 total. And that might be a minus 12.
Almost hitting the change on this hole. He's really charging now.
Knapek. Great putt. Great putt on 5. You know, Jaani, we've been listening to those vlogs from the players that they are not quite able to see all of the ideas behind these designs on the front 9. They love the back 9, but there are some peculiar par 3s on this front 9. But I kind of love them.
Well, I feel like the front 9 with shorter holes, I mean, these are par 3 holes. You go through the woods, you get nasty kicks, you got uphill, downhill, and all the other slopes. It's old school disc golf. This is what disc golf used to be like. Holes that are 100 meters, give or take a few meters here and there. That is what disc golf used to be like. And if you go see the old legendary courses in the States, you have the similar kind of vibe. So I love to play courses like this. But of course, if you play for a profession and you feel like you could throw 150 meters with a putter and you got all the skill sets, you maybe feel like, I mean, if you're like Gannon, you maybe feel like you cannot give your best and your all if you throw holes like this. But hey, this is disc golf. You have to know every kind of shot.
Gannonberg is your co-leader with that long putt. He's now 12 down. Daniel Davidson laid up. He was 19 meters off the basket, and I can truly understand his decision. Lauri Lehtinen went for the putt, hits the rim, and it seems like he stayed on the ridge, even though catching some edge on the ground. How about Anttila for his first birdie today?
It's a scary spot, scary putt like this. If you make it, you get a compliment. That's like that. Very important birdie for Niklas.
Lehtinen might be up next. Let's say that's about, yeah, about 5 to 6 meters.
That's it.
Got it. On this kind of a technical course, if you are a Finn, you have practically grown into disc golf with these kind of holes, with these kind of courses.
Absolutely.
And it gives you advantage to just if you stay clear of bogeys, of big mistakes, the birdies will come to you.
Absolutely.
And of course, the same goes for the US players. Even though Gannonburr might not have been living on these kind of courses in his youth, I don't have exact data on that, but the birdies will come to every single player if you stay out of your head, so to say, out of your mental struggles and the prisons you build for yourself.
Absolutely.
Look at Niklas Anttila. He took one single bogey on 11 and he decided, no more of this.
I wish it was that easy. Taking one bogey and telling yourself, I've had enough of bogeys, and start birdie. Also, very slow start for Niklas. But that last putt
It has to like turn late.
looked like he's getting back on track. Nice little confidence
I
booster.
would throw him backhand in practice, like just straight at it and get lucky. Like at that tree.
And what I could tell from the body language, he was loosening up also.
Calvin Heimberg on one of the tees that is actually, I believe, the favorite of the players, the par 4, hole number 9.
This is such a fun hole, and you can give your all, really, from the tee pad. And that goes through the trees, and that's an ideal spot. He's looking at a birdie there with a very approachable lie.
Väinö Mäkelä tee of 6. Very tight gap. Takes something very overstable.
Super overstable and plays the ground.
That was like an Evelina Salonen play. She likes to force over those very stable discs to just go straight. That was a nice play from Väinö.
So hole number 4, this is the slopey one. The camera doesn't give all justice for the slope. It's so steep. And if you go there, you cannot get back. Sometimes you can. This is almost a too perfect shot. I mean,
does he have a putt?
We'll have to see. I mean, he can probably go through the branches. There's always a gap for a disc to go. But they'll give him a hard time, for sure.
Aapo Karhi's line was very intriguing. He actually flexed earlier from the left and then faded back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can intentionally go for it, but there is a gap for sure. And I've seen some players throw from the left side of the first birch tree there, which is a very interesting choice too. Now this is I was saying this is the line that you really need to go. I mean, a little bit from the outside, but this was a bit too much from the outside.
Daniel Davidson takes the par from number 3 with Lauri Lehtinen. Lale still birdie free today. 3 pars in a row. Let's see Daniel.
This is nose up. This is too much nose up, tracking to the OB. Gets a very favorable skip, and now...
I mean, that's the line.
I mean, what looked like an OB stroke is now a birdie putt. Like, okay, you can do that. These are the lucky breaks you get.
I
or
believe
unlucky.
Yeah, sure. That's a good point. I believe that's a harp from Lauri Lehtinen. Pretty seasoned one, I guess.
Really forcing it over and tracking the basket. Whoa, that's perfect.
Wonderful flight path through the woods and settling down on the platform.
Yeah.
I want replays of that. Maybe like 10 of those.
I mean, he forced it over so quickly that I was sure that it's sailing to the left, but the stability of the disc kind of tilted it back on track, and now he's taking a birdie for sure. I mean, there's no putting left.
It looked like he had some severe nose up angle with that disc. So is it like super beat in harp?
Also could have been the case, yeah.
Heimberg, this is where he ended up off the tee. Something you only dream
Oh
of.
no!
Kleinberg
Almost an eagle.
almost bounces in for
Wow.
the eagle. Sure, Calvin, we see you. And Esa-Pekka, he takes the birdie. He's now 11 down. 3 birdies and 3 pars for Garcia after 6. Things are very tight on top. And Heimberg takes the birdie on 9 to finish 7 down. The first 9. We're gonna roll down, see all the other names on the board. Harry Chase, the only US player in the top 20 or top 11 to top 20. Some familiar names from Finland there too. Väinö Mäkelä currently 2 down through 6. Same card, Esa-Pekka.
Niklas. Wow. Left with a very uncomfortable looking approach shot.
It seems like to me that whatever you do, don't fade left. And that's what Niklas did.
That's about it.
And now Gannon. He can maybe stretch out from the bush.
Hard to tell. I mean, there's always a gap somewhere.
It seems like he has one.
He has a gap there. And it's really putts like these that you really don't want to roll away. You have to think about it.
Some mild tailwind right to left on this putt.
All right. I mean, that's a decent bid.
That was way right for Gannonberg considering his skills and his stats on the green.
True, but that was also a very hard lie, I would say.
Yeah.
And Daniel Davidson, after a very errant release, going towards the OB and got left with a 9-meter putt for birdie. He'll take that. That's an early Christmas gift. And these are the lucky breaks that Lauri Lehtinen was probably talking about yesterday. He got lucky, but I'm telling you, you will get unlucky.
The course giveth, the course taketh.
That's it.
Niklas Anttila saving the par. Easy job. Sometimes it's also, I feel it turns around like if you have all the good breaks, someone else has all the bad breaks, and then the days switch around.
Yeah, that can happen.
Usually you have good breaks and bad breaks one single round.
And whatever you do, don't pay attention to your card mate's luck. I mean, that'll get into your head quite quickly. Why are you so lucky all the time?
Lauri Lehtinen parked for his first birdie today. He will be 12 down for the tournament.
Calvin on 10. One of the widest tee pads on earth. Taking the Heiser route over the OB. And going a bit to the left. It's lazy applause. I think that was a lot better than the applause would have implied to.
It might be that 95% of the fans are following Niklas Anttila and his car mates in the lead. Right?
Probably that's the case.
Knapek laces the drive on
This
7.
is one of the best drives ever on this hole.
We're gonna fly through hole number 5. This is one of my favorite designs, even though it's quite peculiar.
Yeah, it's a beautiful hole, and we saw Calvin just nailing this just a few moments ago. Hitting the bullseye, almost hitting the basket. You have to really get your disc fly to the right. It's not enough that you get it turned to the right, it needs to fly, it needs to glide. But also you cannot go long. If you go long, there's a lot of bushes, a lot of trees, you can't do that. But also if you force your disc to the right too early, there's a maximum security prison that you really cannot get out of. You can see this is on the right side. And And that's the mistake some players make. They throw a forehand and it's too high, it's too nose up. They try to force it to the right, but it's too early. And speaking of which, I mean, this can be bad. That's exactly the mistake I was talking about.
Lauri Lehtinen knows, after Daniel Davidson, what he needs to avoid. He's going with a backhand. Hates it. And he should. Asking it to go.
Yeah, just go. Okay. We get the applause. I mean,
he actually finds a backdoor route.
Yeah, that's a miraculous result. I mean, he has a look for a birdie.
Circle to edge.
After that release. Wow. Now, I understand why Lauri was talking about luck.
You're gonna need that on this kind of technical course, for sure. Gannon Berg takes the forehand.
He's had enough juice forward, leaving himself similar kind of putt as he did yesterday. He chose to lay up yesterday. Let's see what he chooses to do today.
Anttila also takes the backhand route. For me, as a fan of this sport, if you can get something slow, high up, just panning and just staying in the air forever, it's one of the most beautiful shots you can see live.
For sure.
Niklas Anttila does just that, Jaani.
Yeah, that's it. You need to get it to glide. Gannon didn't get it to glide. For sidearm, different kind of shot, but anyway.
Gannon Burr, he can control both the backhand and the forehand. Now, Jaani, tell us something about this form from Gannon.
Well, it's a beautiful sidearm for sure. Of course, he's throwing up, so that changes a bit. But he's going straight at the end of the tee pad. Look at his feet. They're both aiming straight at the gap. So the chest is facing forward almost all the time. Only the arm goes back and the arm goes forward. There's really not much coiling. There's really not much loading. He's just going forward and let the arm do the job. This is the thing that most people feel like they need to go sideways. They need to load the sidearm like they would with the backhand. But you really need to go forward and throw. I mean, easier said than done, but that's basically it.
Just look at Gannon Burr, or look at Calvin Heiberg on the putting green. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Comes the solo leader.
Yeah. Shake the hands with the basket. That's it.
It's not so hard, people.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
Not working for me, at least. And Calvin Heiberg does some great things.
And this is what Daniel Davidson was left with.
Yeah, an overhand, and
yeah,
he made it there. He doesn't have much of trees anymore, but he's C2's edge, about 20 meters away.
Exactly. He's lucky to get out of the bush.
Talking about their order on the green, and Lauri Lehtinen really would like to capitalize and seize the moment, the good break he had.
Yeah, it looked really, really bad off the tee. And there's also the open.
That's going to be it for your first hour of action here on YouTube. We're stepping away from the YouTube feed for now. We're going to be exclusively on the Disc Golf Network from here on out. Head to discgolfnetwork.com to subscribe to see who rises and who falls the rest of the weekend. Huge thanks to our friends at Powerball for powering today's broadcast. Head to powerball.com to see estimated jackpots and winning numbers. Could be you.